Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tyann Krumpa. If you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. You guys, I have so many announcements. I will try to get through them as efficient as I possibly can. However, they are important. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to the wonderful person that brought me the Vivid Journey Tarot. I had already, used this in a reading last week, and I meant to give the person a shout out, but the person wanted to remain anonymous, along with this Oregon crystal, 7 chakra crystal pyramid for meditation with the 4 quartz crystals that came along with them. That person was also anonymous too. All I got to say is thank you, thank you, thank you. I know you heard me. You heard enough of me telling you that it would be greatly appreciated if you can get me something for my wish list, and you did. And I am just so grateful. Really, I am. And it means so much to me. And I wanted to take out the time to acknowledge you. Also, I wanted to acknowledge my group, The Gifted. You guys are super duper amazing. You guys are making so many transitions. A lot of you are still transitioning from out of religion into spirituality. And there is a huge difference. I cannot stress enough, and I even told my husband this, religion will keep you in low vibration, because it basically has enabled you to depend on entities, deities, and sources outside of yourself. Now, that's a whole different topic of discussion. But one thing that I will say, and this is the reason why I'm not a part of any conscious groups myself, is because a lot of the conscious groups are, let's just say, it's a one conscious universe and one universal mind. There's a lot of separatism and a lot of separation, especially for Black conscious groups. I didn't think I was going to go there, but whatever. I feel like sources put it on me to say it. I know that in many other lifetimes, I wasn't always born an African American, or what most people consider an African American. I don't consider myself an African American because my family was here before the Europeans or anyone else was here, and they are Native Americans. So just call me American. I have family that still live on reservations. I'm Cherokee, Blackfoot, and Navajo Indian. Okay. But without the stereotypes and, culture and background, that's not who you are. You are a soul that has evolved many lifetimes as a European, as a Polish person, as an Aboriginal person from Australia. You weren't always born a Native American or, an African. So I love consciousness because there is no color. And we are all one, and we are all of us are part of the universal mind. So this is why I love this group. There's a lot of diversity within the group, different colors, different backgrounds, different creeds of races, and, different economical statuses. And so if you've not taken advantage of this Leo special, I will recommend that you do this, because it is a special that is very great. It comes with a past life reading that I normally do for under $100 for $99.99, that I'm giving you 50% off of for $49. You cannot beat that. It is a steal. And let me tell you, I was speaking to one of my students today, and she said it blew her away that I was able to pinpoint some of the current things that are going on in her life at current, from things that she did, vows and contracts that she did in the previous lifetime, right? So it's good to know about yourself. And not only that, it's a one-time fee. There's no monthly fee involved, okay? Next, I want to move on to my winners of the unconditional love contest that I had for like the last 7 days. I hope I can read my own writing. The first winner is Adela3251, and I will put the winner's name in the comment section as well, so you guys can refer to that. For all the winners, please email me so I can have your email address so I can get your readings to you. And if you're on WhatsApp, oh my God, that would be like even better. That would be like the bomb.com, because for whatever reason, since I got the OnePlus 7, my uploads are just taking like super duper long. When I had my other Revel phone, it was a generic little phone, but let me tell you, it was like zippity doo dah, zippity day. I mean, my oh my, what a wonderful day. I mean, it definitely got me through my workload, and I was so efficient with that phone. And now I have a higher technology, and I feel like I'm kind of like disabled by it. And that way, and only that way, every other way, I have no other problems. A lot of it has to do with my internet at home too, which is super slow. We live out here in the boomies around a lot of mansions, and there's not enough, I guess, fiber octave for me and my neighbors around. I don't live in a mansion, but there's mansions all around me. I mean, like across the street. And so we don't have like the higher speeds that like established neighborhoods have. So it kind of sucks. But the next person is Queen Bella, Dorothy and Richard Shanini. I hope I'm saying the name right. And we have two more. It's just Kay now and Sonata Smith. Congratulations to all of you for winning the Rumi reading, okay? I also have two more items that I have developed other than the Kit Karma Aspray. I also have developed a truth serum. It's called the Lasso of Truth. I tried it out on my kids yesterday. My kids are always the first ones that I try all my products out on, especially the Kit Karma Aspray. Oh my God, my little girl was throwing a tantrum, and I sprayed her, and I literally, you guys, in under a minute, this little girl calmed down, and she was like, Mommy, can you spray me with that stuff again, that magical stuff again? Can you spray me again? I feel so good. I feel so light, and I feel so happy. So I did the truth serum on her. Last night after I made it, the Lasso of Truth, and she was like, Mommy, she just started opening up and just telling me all kind of stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, this shit really works. So not that I doubted it, but it's just like, sometimes we don't know our own power. Another thing that I have developed is called the Femininum Power. Now, for those of you that hear me say femininum, I am not illiterate. I do have a doctorate along with 16 other certifications to go with that, okay, and degrees. I am saying femininum on purpose. Yes, you heard me right. I literally say femininum because, one, when I am channeling, this is what my angels are saying to me. They're not saying feminine. They are saying femininum. If you Google, for those of you that are skeptics, if you Google Femininum, which is Feminum, you will know that that is the original version of feminine, which is our new age language that we use, which takes the power away. So I will continue in my own right and my rites of passage, because I have been initiated in the spiritual realm and I know what I'm talking about. I'm tapped in, I'm tuned in, and I'm connected. And this is not about ego. This is about me fully knowing who I am. I know who I am. I know myself. I know that I've been trained not from a man, not from a woman, but from angels and spirits and ascended masters. I have developed an essential oil that is called Femininum Power. Femininum Power will help divine feminines to stay in their power. It is so important along this journey because a lot of us have lost ourselves along the way. Okay, so I have developed those two essential oils. I will give you more information and updates on the cost, but I will tell you that the Truth of Lasso is charged with Lapis lazuli, which is inside the bottle. The Femininum Power is charged with the red Carnelian, which is in the bottle, with these super herbs that are inside it as well, and with the essential oils that I infuse them with. This is what makes them very magical. These are things that I have developed with my angels. See, when I go on my little breaks, you guys, and I do my little rest, I'm really not resting. You guys know that. I'm working in the spiritual realm. I'm connecting with my angels and my guides, and I am creating. And I've just created these two things yesterday. All right, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this beautiful reading. There's so much that I have to cover with you guys that I am so glad that I took the first 10 minutes to do that. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and get right into this. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Yadhe-Vahe, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for this beautiful reading in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future, and so it is. And speaking about the Kit Karma Aspray, let's go ahead and spray some. Spray myself. That way I can be a clear channel and open to receive this information from source. First and foremost, let me tell you, divine femininum, you are worth more than rubies and pearls. You have been through it. I feel like for some of you, you have felt like you have been a child of maledictions because you have been trying to manifest this relationship. And it seems like the unawakened divine masculine still remains asleep. One thing that I want to let you know is that things are being changed. There has been a divine shakeup, and Source Creator is waking those that are answering to the call up. Crowning the reading, this is, and it represents your divine masculine's energy. Right now, I sense that instead of coming towards you, this person is isolating themselves and separating themselves, not only from you, but from everybody around them. This person is in a deep introspection. Even though the Hermit card is not here, he is a hermit. He is not in a relationship with a karmic. Okay, let's just go ahead and get that out of our minds. And speaking about the karmic, we need to pray for the karmic and send her healing and love and light, because remember, the karmics are here to help us, not to hurt us. Now, I'm not saying that there's not any nasty karmics out there. I'm looking at it from a high vibrational perspective. I'm looking at it from a different vantage point. They are here to help us with the wounding, with the injury, with the hurt and the pain. All three, divine masculine, karmic, and divine feminines, need to heal and rise above this. Pray that the karmic can find someone that is her true soulmate that will love her. Okay, a divine partnership is slowed down, especially the spirituality of the person that is connected to the karmic. It is slowed down heavily, and you're not moving into your higher vibration, so you're not evolving, which is the whole purpose of the twin flame union in the first place. So I feel like this person is in that introspection where they're finally figuring out that there is some type of connection here. They may not call it a twin flame union. And divine feminines, if you have an unawakened divine masculine, another God sign, don't confuse his ass with the twin flame journey. It's confusing for you. How much more do you think that it would be for the divine masculine who has no ideal and hasn't even come as far as you? So don't throw anything at him that he can't catch. No emotional dumping is what my angels call it. I emotionally dump on my husband all the time, but he's used to it anyway. No, seriously, you guys, we really need to, when you have unconditional love for someone, you start to look at it from a different vantage point. You start to look at it from their perspective, and you start to put yourself in that person's shoes. I feel like this person not only has isolated themselves from you, but I feel like this person has isolated themselves from friends and family alike. I don't think that this person meant to take it this far. I feel like in their transitioning, one of the spokes in their will malfunctioned. I feel like it was a mechanical issue, and a mechanical issue is what stopped them on their path of continuing. So I really feel like things are being put on a temporary hold. I don't feel like it's permanent, but I feel like things are being put on a temporary hold. I also feel like the person that you've been dealing with is a stalemate. This is the stalemate card, you guys, the Two of Swords. That's about indecision. It's about weighing out options. I don't feel like he's stuck in choosing between you and another person. I feel like it's obvious. I feel like right now, this person is no longer denying that you're the shit. Okay? They're no longer denying that you are a unique person. Remember, I told you that you are worth more than rubies and pearls. You are the woman of all women. You are the virtuous woman. Okay? And even though you guys are not physically married to your divine masculine, you are married. You're in a cosmic marriage. You see? And this person feels that connection with you. They may not call it a twin flame union, but they know who you are. And they know that the connection that you share is deeper than a soulmate connection or a connection with a life partner. I feel like this person is awakening. The reason why they have the blindfold on is because it can represent two things. It can be that they're not seeing things clearly as of yet, or it can be that they see things very clearly and they can take the blindfold off at any time. But right now they're choosing not to because they're wanting to feel through this. We're always so quick to rush the process, but it is in the process itself where we find our strength. So I feel like this person is basically learned from the error of their ways. I feel like in times past, they were so used to rushing into shit that they got themselves into stuff that they didn't want to get into, but in the process of jumping out there head first, that's what they got into. And I feel like this person is having regrets of that. And so this time I feel like they're weighing out their decisions and their choices very carefully. And this is the reason why they're still in this stuck energy or this stalemate energy. Speaking of which, you have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, it speaks about this person that is very passionate about you. And this person really loves you. You really, truly are someone that they really want to rush into things with. They don't really want to take their time. But I feel like this person is being careful because in times past, they were impulsive like the Knight of Wands. Okay? Even though they're charismatic and they have a lot of charisma about them and, you know, they're a good lover, sometimes they fall short because of their impulse and because of their impulsive behaviors and their impulsive decision making. You see, I feel like they're treading carefully on this path now because one thing that they sacrificed and they jeopardized was you. And I really feel like they heavily are regretting that now. And they don't want to make the same mistakes twice. So they're coming to you, but they're coming to you a little bit slow. Even though you have the Knight of Wands, which is fast energy. But based off of the whole entirety of the cards that are laid down, I really feel like they're going to be making slow progression towards you because it's divine timing. Okay, and not only that, this is a divine plan. For all other partnerships, those partnerships are choices that people make, and they are free-willed to be in those relationships, but they don't have to be. Even in soulmate relationships, they don't have to be in those type of relationships. What makes it different from the twin flame journey is that first and foremost, you're one soul. Second of all, you share the same chakra system. And this is the reason why my shamanic healings are very effective. And this is the reason why I bring people into union. Because what you do for yourself, you do for your twin flame when it comes to the spiritual work. Yes, I did say that correctly. You and your twin flame share the same chakra system. A soul doesn't have two chakra systems, people. A soul only has one chakra system, and you and your twin get a chance to share it. And that's the reason why some of you divine feminines that are very empathic and that are very sensitive can feel when your divine counterpart is having sexual relations with the other person. You see. I feel like it's going to come in for you. I just feel like right now, this person is taking the necessary and the needed time to weigh out their thoughts carefully. They don't want to make the same mistakes twice. Because in time past, you yourself know that this person did not act before they did not think before they acted. They just acted and then they thought about it later, which has caused a lot of repercussions upon this person and a lot of consequences. This person is not wanting to go there anymore. They're in a new energy. I feel like this masculine is awakening. He's awakening to his true divine self, and he's connecting his higher self with source. I feel like for some of you divine feminines, you were like a mother to your masculine, which enabled him to remain the way that he is. You nurtured this person. Even after they did wrong by you, you still stuck your neck out for this person and you stood by this person's side. And I don't think that it was appreciated. I feel like sometimes you had to nag him or get on to him just like a mother would do a child. And eventually you just woke up from that and you were like, I'm not his mother. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to holler at him like his mother does, because I feel like he has that same type of relationship dynamic with his mother, which needs to be cleared. Okay, that's a bloodline issue that needs to be cleared out. That is a programming that is no longer serving this union. I feel like divine masculine has this little boy template that keeps playing on in the background that he needs to be scolded in order for him to be molded. And that is never true. At any time, he can waken up to his divine self and make better choices without you being over his shoulder, coercing him and browbeating it over his head, what is right and what is wrong. Next, you have the devil in reverse. I feel like the reason why the devil is in reverse right here is because this person is coming out of old bad habits. We as humans, we are creatures by habit, okay? And so what we continue to do forms a habit, and it either makes us or breaks us. So I feel like that right now, this person is already in a process of breaking away from those negative ways of thinking that has once held this person back. I feel like the fear of the unknown, it seems scarier to this person than the negativity that they already know. And knowing that our fears are unfounded and not listening to those ego-driven voices are very quintessential to this person's awakening, his further development on this journey. Next, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Again, this is about weighing out our decisions and our options. I don't feel like this person I don't feel like they want to be here, but they are, because they have no choice. In order for a person to change, you have to get the problem at the root. And I believe this source energy is allowing this person to just stay a little away from you just a little while longer. I know that you're anxious, okay? Just know that what you're wanting is already yours. What you're seeking is already seeking you. This person wants you. This person has cleared pretty much everything in their life for you. You just don't know it. This is something that they're not telling you. This is something that they're keeping hidden from you. This person is working their way back to you. What they're also not telling you and what they're keeping from you is that they want to make this work. They want a new beginning with you. They're spending time alone right now because they just had an awakening. And they don't want nothing or no one to get in the way of their intuition and their new profound spirituality. This is important to them because they are awakening to their true divine self. And although they love you, they've already compromised their spirituality in time past for the karmic. They don't want to do that again. Once bitten, twice shy. This person is really loving their spirituality. They're loving going into silence, in the void at that 0 point. And they're starting to realize that the holographic reality of the new earth lies within them. They're starting to realize that they're moving into higher vibrations and they're connecting with source energy, and they're moving out of religion because they realized that religion kept them stuck, kept them sick, and it kept them in the stinking thinking. And so right now they're weighing out their options. They're trying to figure out in which way they're going to come to you, because right now they have so many options. I'm not going to lie. They have so many options, but they're focused on you because their soul, whether they like it or not, is pulling them towards you. And they don't understand why. They don't even fully understand this connection yet. Because like I said, he is the unawakened masculine, but he is awakening. And there's a difference. All right. So last but not least, before we get into the higher realms and then we go into 5D with this reading, your divine masculine is in the Ten of Swords. That is like the lowest of the lowest. Okay. You cannot get lower than the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is the very lowest card in the tarot deck. Unless you get to the Death card, which is, death and rebirth. And this is very similar to the death and rebirth card, because this person is experiencing a death, and so are you, because you're connected to this person. All right. This person has done so much behind your back. I feel like they've kept secrets from you. They deliberately lied to you, but I feel like they lied not because they are just naturally a natural born deceiver. I feel like they lied to you because they wanted to protect you. They looked at it as a form of protection, and they're still lying to you because they don't want to hurt you, but they don't realize that they're hurting themselves by not telling the truth. And not only that, they're giving away their power. When you don't tell the truth, you give away your power. You give your power away. Okay. And you're telling the other person that you're afraid to tell the truth, so you rather lie. Okay. It's really deep, you guys. It's more deeper than what you think. And then when you lie, all you do is send out into the universe more situations for people to lie to you. That's why you should always tell the truth no matter what. All right. So when I did some clarifying, your angels and your guides are the ones that picked out all the cards that are laid down. So this one correlates with the 10 of Swords energy, because I asked your guides and your angels higher self for this person, which are their angels and their guides and higher self. Why is this person in the 10 of Swords? Okay. Because usually it's the other way around. Usually it's the divine feminine that's in the 10 of Swords. And it's because this person says, I feel empty and alone unless I'm with someone. Which lets me know this person could be very well a serial lover. There we go. They could definitely be in between relationships right now. But as for right now, they're definitely by themselves and they're definitely alone. The positive side of this is that you could turn that upside down. I love and honor both the times that I am alone as well as times I have loving support. All right. So this person is definitely 100% alone right now. I don't even have to guess at it. I don't have to guesstimate. None of that. I know that this person is alone. All right. And they're 3D. This is 3D thinking. This is 5D thinking. Okay. In the 3D, if I love someone, it means that it becomes harder for me to speak my mind, especially if I'm angry. So this is another reason why the person that you're connected to is lying to you. They feel like they can't speak their truth. They feel like they can't come forward to you because they don't want to really reveal who they really are. But in the 5D, their higher self says, in a loving relationship, excuse me, by taking appropriate action and communicating directly, I can transform any troubling situation, problem, or obstacle. This is what they really need to feel. They need to connect to their higher selves, because their higher selves, you guys, is onto something. And if they just connect to their higher selves, that will put them in a better vibration and they will be out of the 3D stinking thinking. And you guys, please excuse me because I am detoxing. I do it once or twice a year. And yeah, everything comes up. So I do apologize. I've been drinking a gallon of water a day. But when you have had a poor diet for so long, and I am not talking about here recently, because for the last 6 years, my husband put me on a vegan diet. But before then, okay, is this going to come? My nails. I know that's why. Because when I get my nails done, it makes it harder for me to grab them. Okay. 3D. A lot of people get opportunities that I'll never get. People are potential adversaries. When a person always looking at what everybody else got as opposed to what they have, they'll be miserable. And I feel like this is what is connecting them to this devil energy still. They're always looking at the grass being greener on the other side. Everybody, they're in relationships with their people. Why come I can't have a good relationship when they don't even realize that they're connected in the most beautiful union that there is to be had on the face of this earth? Okay? Your person and their higher self, with the help of a loving friend or skillful guide, I now unearth my unique creativity and give birth to it in a supportive community. So now they're going to be able to feel that connection. Once they connect with their higher selves, they're going to feel connected with the community. They're going to be able to have their creative thoughts come through. They're going to be able to be the entrepreneurs that they sought out to be. But as for right now, until they turn that upside down in the upright position, they're still going to feel like it's missing and it's far out of their reach. Okay? But this person is awakening, and what they need to do is just stay connected to their higher selves. They know how to connect with their higher selves now, Spirit said. They do. And this is the reason why they are awakening. It's just staying there. That's the key word. Staying in connection with your higher self. Not wanting to, disconnect or disengage. All right. In the 3D. Things come easier to others. My mind has always been in the clouds. I feel like this person has very lofty thinking, very dreamy. And this is the reason why they have been confused, because they have a hard time between reality and fantasy, you see. And this is the reason why they stayed with their blindfold on. Remember I said there's two choices, right? They can choose to continue to wear the blindfold and not see, or they can remove it slowly, or they can stay where they are with the blindfold on and feel their way out of it. It's their choice. It's their decision to make. All right? What their higher self is saying is that I am able to see things through a different perspective, and I clearly communicate what I see to others. I feel like this person and you have had very poor communication because this person has not been a good communicator. It's an art when it comes to communication. There's a certain way that you say things. There's a certain way that you express yourself, you see. And I believe that this person hasn't always known how to do that. And because of that, it's caused a lot of friction between the two of you. And last but certainly not least, even if I speak my mind, it never changes anything, so why bother? So I feel like this is the reason why this person is silent from you, because they feel like their messages that they're trying to convey to you are not getting through to you. And it could be in their own head. It doesn't have to make it truth, but this is what they're feeling. And remember that people, even though they feel a certain way, whether it's true or false on your end, it's their reality. And you should validate them in the way that they feel by having empathy and not saying, no, I don't do that. It's all in your head. You're making this shit up. No. Everybody's feelings and emotions mean something to them. And somewhere along the way, it may not even have anything to do with you. You might not have done anything at all to make that person not be able to speak their mind. It could be something that happened to them in childhood, or it could be something that happened in a past life. We'll never know. But the point is, I feel like when this person does reconnect with you, which is coming soon, and when I say soon, I feel like this year sometime, make sure that you're listening, because this is important for this person, is to know that they have your undivided attention. All right, so the higher self of this person says, I now effectively communicate the clarity in my mind to everyone around me. With being in the Two of Swords and having the Four of Wands crowning the reading, I feel like this person is starting to have clarity. And with this much needed clarity, this is what is going to move them back to you. All right, I have come to the conclusion of this beautiful reading. And yes, I will do an extended version of this reading. And I will actually wait until this video upload, you guys. And then it may be a couple hours before the other video upload, because Like I said again, my uploading is taking a lot longer than usual, but please bear with me, and you are not going to want to miss the other side of this reading because this reading is beautiful. I love the energy of it, and even though I haven't laid down the cards for the other reading, I know that the sequel to this is going to be even much better. All right. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon, and it will appear on the channel. I now wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness, and so it is, everyone. Namaste.